What is going on, everybody? Happy holidays. It's Thursday. It's just after 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully, you are all having a great, fantastic morning. Let's end this week out with a bang. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff. If you don't even celebrate it, just good times. I thought I'd surprise you guys all today. Jump on, do a live stream, a little special holiday day trading live with Mr. Wolf. Let's end this out. Let's try to put some money into our pockets going into Christmas. I personally think today may be a little bit on the hard side to trade. So let's try to be a little on our toes, as I would say. Uh, let's look for great setups and see what opportunities the market can give us today. Maybe we'll get something special. We'll get a good Christmas present. So let's see what we got gapping up. We got SIF gapping up. I see news of they report higher net income of US 5 million for fourth quarter. They got a float of 2.5 million, it says on Street Smart Edge, but on Trade Ideas it says 4.2 million. It's got 2.4 million in volume so far on the day. Let's see if it holds up at this $6. I could see it probably testing back up to the 750 and pushing up even higher. We'll see. But let me just get this out of the way. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully you guys all have a great Christmas this year. I hope Santa brings everything that you guys all want and your family, all good health and all that good stuff. I tried looking last night for a Christmas hat. I had one a while ago. I just couldn't find it. And I was going to open up my webcam and wear my Christmas hat and maybe even an ugly Christmas sweater, but I just couldn't find it. All right, so let's bring over this daily chart on SIF. It's currently at $6. So here's the daily. $6 up and above 6. This stock hasn't been really up and above 6 since 2018. Gets above 6, we can run to 650. $5, 6, 7. It's got room to move. I could see it pushing. We'll see what happens with it. It doesn't really have a history of volume on the stock, I can see. We got 17 million right here. This day it ran from 350 all the way up to 550. So it shot up $2. But you see that wick right there? It couldn't hold on that wick. And also, look at, they put earnings out on here, right here too. So same thing. They just put earnings out today and it's gapping up. And then this day they put earnings out and it had volume on this day. So the stock is in play for sure. See if it can hold up at $6. That trigger area is going to be $6.75, $7. If it can get up past that, it'll shoot up to the highs pre-market at $7.50. And if it can bust through that, look out. I like how this is retracing in volume all pre-market. That's a good sign. All right, guys. Let's see what else we got. STIC's gapping up. 1650 up to 1750. I don't see any news. It's a newer IPO. We can keep this on watch also. Alrighty. Just trying to make sure, run through here, see if I'm set up and good to go everywhere else. Hopefully you guys seen my last two videos that I put out the past 2 days. Yesterday on SCPS had a really good push right out of the gates right here yesterday from 16 all the way up to $26. Just absolutely destroyed it here yesterday. Posted it in chat. I was able to make over $18,000. The past 2 weeks, guys, I've been able to pull in $50,000. That's insane. Insane. I've never been able to do that before in my career. This market is on fire. And then going into 2021, everybody's saying that it's going to continue. This market is going to continue to produce. It's on fire. It's the best time right now to be a trader. Take advantage of it. I'm pumped going into 2021. I think it's going to be a wild year, just like 2020. Ready to see what comes up and pops up, and we will be there to take advantage of it. Everybody in chat's talking about ENG. ENG yesterday ran from 2 up to 260s. Now look at it run today. Good call out. Good call out, C. Beth. You were all on top of it this morning. Wedged out yesterday. From 215 up to the VWAP right here. Just wedged out. I'll just put it right there. Wedged out. Now from 230s, this is shooting up to 270s. Going into the market open, I'd probably look for a pullback back down to 250, 240s, and then maybe a retest back up to that $3. This isn't just going to shoot up and break through that $3. I'll add ENG to my charts. Yeah, look for a pullback back down on this. Don't chase after it. We also got Jivo gapping up. I don't see any news on it. It's got a higher float on it at 114 million. It needs a lot to get going back on it. If it can get back above 350 and hold, maybe. SIF slowly fading off. Stay on our toes, guys. Especially today. I do not know how volume's going to be today. with it being Christmas Eve. You know, think of today as Friday, which it pretty much is. It's the last trading day of the week. Everybody's going to want to make that money as fast as they can, and they're going to call it a day, call it a week, and then they're going to spend holidays with the family. So let's do the same thing, guys. Let's make that money, but be smart about it. If the market gives us no opportunities, we'll wait. But don't try hanging around today. Markets close up at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So every moment that goes by, we're going to lose more and more volume. Yeah, that'd be cool if we could put GIFs in the chat here on YouTube. Put the Batman GIF in. Yeah, my SPY chart right here, it doesn't have pre-market. I don't like the pre-market settings on my ETFs because it's just so wild looking. Like, look at all the wicks on it, and it's just, you'll see a lot of long, big upper wicks and lower wicks, and it just looks ugly. So I just choose to have it off. See all them bottom wicks right here on the SPY? Now if I take it off, you know, I just stick to what the intraday chart's telling me with the SPY. And it's a 3-minute chart. So I just want to quickly glance over at the SPY and see how it's doing for the day. Just the overall trend of it to get a feel for how the market's moving. You know what, guys? I think IPOs are heating back up. I'm seeing a lot of IPOs that opened up a week ago. They'll open, they'll sell off or pop and retrace, and then they'll heat back up. So look for IPOs to start to heat back up. Remember, the stock market's very trendy. If you could pick up on a trend early, that's when you could take advantage of it before everybody else. And then when everybody else shows up to the party, you know, it's always too late. So keep an eye on GBS also. I like GBS. This is setting up pretty good. We got 2 minutes for the market open. I also, real quickly, I like NVIS. NVIS, if it can hang around this $7, it could reverse and run back up to $7.50, $8. So NVIS, and then DM. I don't know if DM is going to continue or not. It's been hanging around this $20, $50, $21 area, just hovering around. I don't know if it's consolidating before its next push or if it's going to pull back down. We'll see what happens with that. But market's about to open. As I always say, guys, chill out. Sit back, relax. No need to force trades. No need to panic. Be smart about it. If a stock is strong, let it prove to you that it's strong. We got plenty of time, and the market will give us opportunities. The patience gets paid. All right, so the market just opened up. Let's see what pops up. Real quickly, let me link up my trade ideas. Don't forget, we got ENG we were keeping an eye on. I could see it pushing up to $3. So just keep an eye on it. I want to see maybe if it'll get a pullback back down to 240s, 230s. I don't want it to shoot up just yet. And then Givo is also popping up also. That might be a pump. Wow, ENG is really shooting up there. I don't want to chase after it just yet. Market just opened up. Real quickly, YGMZ's getting a pop right here. If it can get over $12, it could really shoot up. But be careful. Don't chase after the stock. Could easily slam back down. And then ENG real quickly. This is why you don't chase after stocks out of the open. See that slam down from 270 down to 250. Just wait and let these set up. SIF trying to hang around at the $6. VVPR, it's trying. It could pop back up to $10. But I want VVPR to prove to me that it has strength. You could see all my lines on it from yesterday. This is that newer IPO, I think. STIC. ENG could get that push up to 3. There's SIF popping up over 6. I'm looking, guys. I'm just trying to see what's trying to set up. My eyes are everywhere right now. SIF, volume's at 3.8 million. Pretty good risk versus reward on SIF right now. I mean, if it drops down below 575, you'd cut it for a loss. I'm going to let it try to set up and see what it does, though. So far, it's getting denied at $6. If you guys are watching anything or if anything pops up, feel free to comment. I want to keep an eye on this SIF. Nothing's popping off on my momentum scanner right now. I'm not in anything. I'm not trading anything. I'll let you guys know if I jump in anything. TRIT, that's a good push. ENG, I kind of feel like it's building up for that push, but I kind of feel like it's gonna fail right here, and it's gonna come back down to this 235, 240 level, then bounce and move its way up to 3. But it could also gear up and consolidate at this 250s level for that push up to 3. Volume is retracing on it. That's a good sign. Keep an eye on it for sure. And SIF, it's still hanging around just below $6. But it's got massive volume on it. It's overcrowded. ENG has a flow of 15.6 million. I mean, the risk versus reward on ENG is still pretty good. You're risking like 20 cents to make 50 cents, 75 cents. If it pushes up over 3, VVPR starting to push up a little bit. I'm looking, guys. Nothing's popping up and showing strength right now. There goes VVPR up to 10. That was a good one. ENG, the move's about to happen. It's either going to go back down to the 240s level, 230s, or it's going to run back up and test 3. We'll see. See what I'm saying? I think it'll bounce right here at 230s. VVPR pushing up to that $10. I'm not going to chase after VVPR. I'd want it to pull back. Pull back down to 950 possibly. See you guys saying BLNK's running. Oh yeah, BLNK, that's a good push. It's a bit higher priced. Takes a lot of buying power. AMPE, good push off that too. There goes VVPR. Good push. G and NDM, that was a nasty sell-off yesterday. Alright, SIF. Let's see what it does. It's been holding up pretty well. If it drops down below 560s, 550s, it's over with. Let's see what happens with her. If it does get up and going, it'll push up over 6. The trigger point's going to be 630, 650. And it could fire all the way up to almost $7. It is a low float. Let me try to pull up Flash SEC real quick. This is for SIF. I don't see any registrations or shelves. They haven't been diluting the stock. I mean, it's pretty clean. I like how volume's retracing right here. Yeah, I got SIF on high watch right now. I'm not in on it or anything yet. I like it though. Alright, I'm starting to load up on it. I just picked up 2,500 shares. I'm looking to add to my position if we can start pushing. If it starts failing at the $6, I might pull out. But if it could start pushing up higher, I'm going to add to my position. I only picked up 2,500 shares. So, we'll see what it does here at 6. $6 is a real battle for it. I would hate for it to wick down on me to 550. So far, no go at $6. If it drops down below that red line that I have on my chart, it's pretty much over with. I think I'm about to sell it. 575's holding up. Like I said, I would just hate for it to slam down on me. I'm still holding on to my position. I'm down 400 bucks right now. I don't know if it's gearing up for that push up over $6 or if it's going to slam down on us, guys. I don't know. It's coming back up to that $6 again. So far, no go at 6. It's trying. I feel like that bottom's curving up and around. It may slam down one more time to 575. Volume's at 5.6 million on the day. Still only holding 2,500 shares. I don't want to buy another 2,500 here and then have it slam down on me holding the bag. There's that push up over $6. I'll add on right here 2,500 more shares. Let's get that push up to 650. I have a total of 5,000 shares. I want to get that pop up to 650 and possibly $7 before I want to start scaling out of my position. If it starts pulling back and falling back down to 570s, I'm just going to cut it for a loss. Don't pull back too far on me. Yeah, I think it's over with. It's not going to do anything. I'll put my stop at 570. If it hits it, oh well. That trigger point is 625. If it gets over that 625, watch out. That thing's just going to go wild. I just don't know if it's accumulating and building up or if it's trapping people. Alright, now it's starting to try to push up to 630s. Let's see if volume can get up into this and explode up to 7. up and moving the way it should. It's still curving up and around at that bottom though. That's good. That's showing bullish strength. But it could easily slam back down and take everybody out. And winding up and up and up the way it is, then people are just going to give up on it. I'm still holding my position though. I still have 5,000 shares of it. Here's 630s. But trying to push up to 650. Here's 650s. Think it's going to exhaust itself and slam back down to 6. Here's 650s. Here's that shot up over 650s. You got to think, guys, volume's just been consistently pushing into this stock. Just non-stop now for the last 15, 20, at least 15 minutes. So I'd be locking in up at these levels. I'm going to lock in right here. I don't want it to slam back down on me. But for 5,000 shares, I only made just over $500 on this. This isn't moving like a low float stock, which is kind of weird. You know, I was expecting that big explosion from 620s for it just to surge up to $7. I don't like this grinding action that it's doing. Don't get me wrong, it still could keep going and then keep pushing. You know, it's just the stock's personality, but I don't like this type of personality right here. Because one moment you could be up, the next moment you could be down. But this was a hard one to trade. Let me show you guys. I only made 550 bucks on it. I was accumulating right down here at sixes. I picked up 5,000 shares. And then when it dropped down below 6, I sold half of my position because I didn't want it to slam down to 550, 525, holding a bag of 5,000 shares. That hurt. So I sold half my position to try to stop the bleeding and protect my downside if it didn't work. And then it turned back around and started pushing up over 6 again. So I re-added back on the 2,500 shares. And by the time it started pushing up to 630s, 640s, I was just pushing up into profit. So I'm done with this stock. $500 isn't even worth my time. Green is green, but still, that's a tricky stock to trade. What's the red line I have on the graph? Oh, that's just a moving average. A 233 EMA. I use Fibonacci moving averages. I don't use your basic moving averages everybody else uses. That's a good ramp on INMB, but on light volume. Seeing Givo took off too. Good push there on Givo from 320s up to VWAP to 340s. Now it's pushing up to 360s. It'll probably push back up to $4. I'm not going to chase after this though. See, this is human nature at its best right here. You see how there's like no volume on this, and then the volume just starts to ramp up as prices go up higher, because people come and look at this and they see, wow, this was at $12.50, now it's at $16.50. Look at all this money I could have made. And everybody, it triggers that emotional it triggers that emotion of greed, and they compulsively buy, thinking it's going to push up higher and higher. Yeah, I'd leave SIF alone. It's just too much is holding it back for how low of a float it is. Don't get me wrong, it still has strength at this area it's holding. The sentiment is still bullish. I traded this so badly. I'm just going to take the hints that this stock is telling me and not even mess with it. I'm done. I don't care if it shoots up to 750. I just don't like the personality of this stock. It gave me my green. I'm good. BLNK though, you guys were talking about this one. That's a good push off that VWAP at 49 all the way up to $52. Good run. As it's pushing up to all-time new highs. Very nice. I can't trade a stock. I don't trade options You know, I've tried learning options. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I still cannot learn options for the life of me. It's just so complicated and confusing to learn. I try and try and try and try, and I could just never grasp it. And I practice, and I just can't get it. But with high price stocks like this is where you'd be looking to trade options. I can't put up money to buy shares of this. I'm not going to put up $150,000, $200,000 to buy what, 300-400 shares of this to make $600. That's just not worth it. SCPS back at it again. From 18 up to 21. Even NLTX could push off that VWAP. 1325 all the way up to 1425 now. And then ENG, this was a fail. It had a good push pre-market. But man, that's a bummer that it's sitting down here like this. OSS pushing up. See, SIF still hanging around at that 6 level. It could ramp back up to 675 and push up to 7 and go crazy. The volume's there. See that ramp in volume? Now volume's pulling back as this pulls back, but I don't like it. AG Capital says NLTX. Volume's super light on this stock. It's only at 716,000 on the day. I'd just be cautious because you get slippage like this. One moment it's at 1450 and then it slams down one candle on you $1 to 1350. That's too risky. Volume's super light today, guys. AMPE could wedge out here at 230s, shoot up to 275. This had a nasty fall. This is a pharmaceutical. And that float's massive. Nah, stay away from AMPE. It's not worth it. It'll top out at 266. It ain't worth it. STIC, big fail. What'd you guys trade? What are you guys doing for the holidays? You guys visiting family? Hanging out at home? What are you guys doing? Leave a comment in the chat. What are you asking Santa for this year? What's your New Year's resolution? Every year I try to set a New Year's resolution going into the new year. And then I'll tell you guys a little secret too that I did. When I first started getting into day trading and learning, I first started learning from Tim Sykes. And if you know Tim Sykes, Timothy Sykes, he rants a lot, and he goes on these big rants about not being lazy, getting off your butt, studying all night, and studying all hours of the day. And his rants get you pumped and motivated to start working and going after what you want. And 5 years ago, I wrote a note to myself, and I have the note still posted on my fridge, and it's all yellow now because it's getting older as time goes on. But hold on, let me go grab that note and I'll read it to you guys. And it's a good reminder too, because it's something that I see every single day, and it's good to remind yourself of your long-term goals. So let me go grab that real quick. Alright, so this is what the note says. I wrote this to myself when I first started getting into trading in the stock market. It says, I will be a full-time successful day trader and be my own boss. I will work hard and grow as a trader and as a better person. Stay positive and always see the good. I will be able to take care of myself and my family. I will be my own boss and not have to worry about money. I will have multiple streams of income. Keep grinding, the rest will follow. And it says kick, ASS today. Stay humble, be patient, the rest will follow. And then I wrote my signature, and I put the date. 08/14/2016 is when I wrote this. And then right below that, I made a little note, and just below my signature, it says, this will have value, stating that my signature will have value in the future. So I have this up on my fridge, and I see it every single day. And it's good to do little things like this to remind yourself from time to time, of your long-term goals and what you want to achieve. All right, so Harvey says he's gonna smoke some good green tonight and eat some wicked food. That sounds awesome. Sounds like a good night. Hopefully you are able to get in a good movie with that too. I don't think I've seen any good movies recently. I tried watching the new Star Wars. I haven't seen that yet, but I didn't get through it all. Hawk Driver says, bought the girlfriend a skateboard, so I gotta teach her how to skate so we can skate down to the coffee shop for our morning coffee. That's awesome. That's really cool right there. Get her some knee pads, some elbow pads, and a helmet. Safety first. SIF, good push up off that $6, guys. See, I said there was still bullish sentiment into the stock. It was still holding up at support, that $6. Good push up to 650 here. Even Jivo, that's a good ramp. From 350s all the way up to $4 now. I'm gonna try to search around for one more trade. We can't end the live stream up just $500. We gotta at least cross 1,000. So let's see what we can find here. I'm even going through my old playlist. Or not my playlist, my watch list. Down here at my weekly watch list. I'm just not seeing anything. And then usually what I do too, guys, if I'm not seeing anything, I'll hop on my phone and I'll go on Twitter real quick. And then out of all the traders that I'm following on Twitter, I see what they're looking at, see what they're thinking and what their ideas are. That's a good way to generate ideas for trades also. Don't forget about this MVIS. It's in a downtrend right now. Slap a trend line on that bad boy. And it's right at that area it bottomed out right here at 650. Draw your support right here. 650. This could possibly from here get a good snap back up to 675. If it falls down below 650, you'd cut it. Possible quick scalp opportunity of 25 cents. I'm not in on it or anything, but I'm watching. Wow. Screw you, SIF. All the way up to $7. Be cautious on this push-up. If you're in on it, it's pushing up on lighter volume compared to this push-up right here. Yeah, you could definitely tell it's Christmas Eve. It's just volume's just light across the board. Appreciate it, Dublines. Thanks for the kind words. Joe D asks, please walk us through on how to re-enter a trade later on in the day that was good in the morning. Alright. Harvey, yeah, I was going to ask how you find these stocks. Norman, Wolf, what was the number on a float you said you should look for on a stock that would be bullish? I say the lower the float, the better. That's my favorite saying. The lower the float, the bigger the rip. You know, if the float is I try to stick to trading stocks if the float's below 20 million, you know, the lower the better. But I've had stocks gap up with the float that's 150 million with great news and the price action's there. The stock's moving dollars at a time. So it just all depends on the situation. And then how to re-enter trades. It's about risk management. So if you took a loss on that trade and later on you want to try to re-enter back into it, you don't want to try to be so aggressive in the mindset of, let's say you're down $500 on the day and later on the stock resets back up and you want to take the trade on it. You got to be cautious of not revenge trading and wanting to try to make back that $500 and exceed and go green on the day. You know, a lot of people will screw up and they'll over leverage, they'll double down to try to make back that loss. You can't do that. You gotta protect yourself. Always think of that mindset of you want to be here tomorrow. So work your way back up. Go maybe half of what you if you took that $500 loss and you bought 1,000 shares, buy 500 shares of it this time and just slowly work that, cut it away. Cut that $500 loser into a $250 loser. That's still good. You know, you cut your losses in half. It's all about risk management. And if you enter in on the trade and the stock's not working and it's going against you, cut it and walk away for the day. Start again the next day. You know, usually when I start in the morning, I trace a trade and it's a feeler trade for the market. My first trade of the day, I'm not going balls to the wall, buying 10,000, 20,000 shares, going for that home run. I'm buying a couple thousand shares of a stock and I'm getting a feel for the market and I'm still analyzing the market to see how everything's flowing. And if everything's aligning and I can see the market really well and I can call all of these stocks, like I could say SIF $6 support, it could run back up to 750. And then another stock, I could say, for an example, WBAI 420 support, it could run back up to 450. And then 20 minutes after I said all that stuff, the stocks are doing exactly as I said. I'm aligned with the market. I'm feeling with the market. I'm one with the market, you know? So I have a feel for how the market's moving. Or if I called all that out and none of it worked and nothing I said worked, I'm not seeing the market today. And that's little notices that you have to pick up and notice as a trader. It's all about what you're feeling, what you're seeing. And a really hard thing for traders to do is to admit when they're wrong. You know, nobody likes to admit when they're wrong, especially men. So you have to man up and admit when you're wrong and just tell yourself, today's not my day. I was wrong. And try again the next day. Because you don't want to sit here and force trades and dig your grave deeper and deeper and deeper. Because one bad day could wipe away days, weeks, months worth of work. It's all about capital preservation. If you're not seeing good setups, nothing's going on, walk away. Someone's talking about, what's the tickers? TRIP? I don't see TRIP doing anything. I think that's what you put in. Real quickly, back to ENG. I wouldn't give up on this. It's still hanging around at that level. This would probably be more of a swing trade on ENG. You'd put your risk down below 220, and this could run back up to $3. It is hanging around at the support right here. That's a good bullish sign. Now VVPR's back at it. Look at that big fail. And then it came right back up. Just below $10. Now it's shooting up over 10. Volume on the day is at 1 million. Let's see if volume keeps pushing into this. People remember VVPR. It is a past runner. I mean, that's showing strength all day. If it failed right there, and then the bulls were able to bring it right back up, and it held, that's showing bullish strength for sure. Over 1050, this thing could really start up and going. Yeah, that's another good point right here with my tweets on my phone. Have your phone next to you and follow tweets from some of your favorite traders. I just got a tweet from Madaz. Overall, a slower day as expected. Volume low all around. Don't overstay your welcome and get grinched on. And that's really true. Jibo, that's a good pullback here. Back down to the VWAP. I just don't know if Jibo has it in it to push up to 4 with volume being light today, guys. Part of me wants to take this trade, but I know volume's low on the day. Just overall in the market. I think all the attention's on SIF. This thing's a beast. I mean, Jivo does have 36 million in volume on the day. See, and there's that pop up to 370s. It's like, I don't trust things right now. That's what I would say. I don't trust these moves. That's why I'm getting trigger shy. Oh, they're on the Canadian exchange, Harvey says. Someone said BTWN. Dang. I'd stay away from that. This is good. No way. I wouldn't trust or even put my money into BTWN. That's nasty. Look at that daily. The first day it IPO'd, nobody wanted a part of it. It opened up at $24 and it sold off in one day, all the way down to $10. Nobody's interested in this. And even on the bounce days, you see there's no price action. You want to trade stocks that are volatile, not that are moving pennies at a day. Yeah, I'd stay away from this. Man, this NLTX is going parabolic or supernova. From 14 all the way up to 18, come on. I'm going to add it to my charts over here. See what comes of it. Is you guys think SIF's gearing up for that push up over 7? What do you guys think? Or is it building up for a big death candle all the way back down to 6? I personally don't think it has the strength to push up over 7 because volume's light everywhere in the market. We're getting all these pushes up on light volume everywhere. I'd be cautious. It is tempting. See, and then Jivo pushes all the way back up to the highs from that VWAP. So that would have been a good trade right there. Harvey says psychedelic stocks have had a recent push on the Canadian exchanges. I don't really pay much attention to the Canadian exchanges unless they pop up and they're the hot stock, in the world. I mainly trade the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange. VVPR still hanging out at that $10. It could fire up to that 1050s. See, here's a good example right here. You see what VVPR did right here? Looks like SIF's doing the same thing. See, look at that 10-minute. It's pushing up for its third straight green candle. As this pushed up to a new high right here, it did it on less volume compared to right here when it pushed up to a new high of day. Keep an eye on it. it could power through that $7. It's hard to say. Put that risk down below 640. Risking 20 cents as of right now. I think it pulls back one more time. Jivo looking to gear up for that breakup over $4. What do you guys think? You guys think SIF's going to blow through 7? Leave a comment. Let's see what you guys have to say. We pushing up over $7 on SIF, or is this going to fail right here? What do you guys think? I'm waiting to see if one of you guys will comment. See how volume's retracing here on SIF. Draw a trend line. Just like that. As it's pulling back. Now it's failing. I'd say if SIF falls below 625, it's over with. But for right now, it's still holding up. Jivo is getting really, really tight, guys. For that push up over $4. It could do it. But at this point, you'd be risking 25 cents. Oh, wow. Look at AIRT. From $12 today all the way up to 30 bucks. You guys think Jivo's gonna go? Is Jivo gonna run up and shoot up over $4? Look at that. Dang. It's a battle. Oh yeah, SIF's done for. Look at that. See how I called out earlier when this pushed up to a new high here? It did it on less volume. Pay attention to the hints the stock's telling you. Jivo trying to push up to 4. NLTX, ew, I don't know. It could slam down $1 right here. From this level right here. It could pop up $1. Too risky though. This stock's crazy. VVPR. I'd be looking for this $10 to hold up right here if I was trading VVPR. Don't force trades, guys. Don't force trades. I only took one trade today. That's it. Ew. Don't mention penny stocks under $1, please. It's not even worth the time. Why would you pay attention to a penny stock moving pennies when you got a stock moving from $13 to $32? Come on now. ADXN. Look at that. That's money right there. Wow. Let's say, for an example, you picked up, just for fun, you picked up 1,000 shares at $14 and it's up to $32 now. 1,000 shares, you'd be up $15,000. These stocks that move dollars at a time, like SCPS. This is how I was able to make $18,000 yesterday off of just 2,500 shares. I mean, a stock moving from $16 up to $26? That's crazy. And then you got people that say, well, you got to worry about the SEC halting these and T12 halting them. It happens, but it barely happens. Like, if you read into the news release and it's just obvious that there's some scam going on within the company, my whole career I've only seen maybe three or two stocks get T12 halted. Yeah, ENG is a swing trade, guys. Look at this. It's starting to push up now off that 240s. This is a swing trade for sure. Good push on STIC from 17. Didn't see that coming. Man, Jivo still trying to push. You guys think Jivo will break $4 today? Is this going to get the final pullback right here to this 375 area and then push back up to 4 and break through 4 and just go crazy? Or is it going to top out right here? Oh yeah, this thing's running. Wow. It's been gearing up and pushing. That's crazy. I'm not in Jivo or anything. I'm just watching it. Put your risk down below 380s. You're risking 10 cents. It could shoot up over 4 up to 425. It is up there though. I don't know. What are you guys saying? Nothing. I think Jiva pushes up over 4 here. It's risky buying in this high, though. Accept that risk if you're chasing after it. It could slam all the way back down to 375. I can't chase it up this high. Wow. We were watching it all the way down here at 350. Now it's testing $4. See, if you were the smart money, you would have loaded up right there. And now you'd be selling into everybody wanting to buy it here for this $4 break. That's the smart money right there. Jiva pushing up to all-time new highs or multi-year highs. That 200 MA on the weekly is at 579. Man, they really did milk that $4 push up right here. Imagine being in that and you're just waiting for that $4 surge and it pops up 3 cents. They pop it up 3 pennies and then they slam it 25 cents. BVPR, it's tough to say if this will keep pushing up. Now Jivo's starting to push it all the way up to 410. Oh, CURO. I had an alert on this. Starting to push up to 1450s. Up over $15. You'd be risking 50 cents. CURO's been due for a good push. Look at this daily chart. From that big day that it had right here, from 11 all the way up to $21. It pulled back now for 3 straight days. The mid-candle breakout pattern, guys. Look at this. Let me get my marker real quick. This candle right here, it pulled all the way back to that midpoint of that first green candle. Now you can see it's bouncing right off of it. Mid-candle breakout. Even if it's a low volume play, you know, this is the smart money right here. And then you just got to have that patience, you know, to hold on to it and just let the play work out. Keep an eye on NLTX for anything crazy. If it continues to hang around right here, it could easily squeeze back up over 1550, right back up to 1650 and possibly 17. I mean, the risk versus reward on this right now as we speak is good. You'd be risking 50 cents to make $1.50, $2. There is some buying coming in on it. I'm going to take a stab at this, guys. I picked up 2,000 shares of NLTX. I want to see a good squeeze pop back over 16. There's our push. Nice. Good push. Look at that. Awesome. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Quick, $910. Real quickly. 910 bucks brings our total for the day. We're up $1,400. I only traded 2 times. See how I just wait around all day and I just wait for opportunities to come to me? That's what you do. You don't sit around and force trades going off of, oh, I think this might go. I think this might go. I think this might go. I think this has a chance. You see a good setup, you think it's just go with your gut. You know, go after it. This thing shot all the way up to $17. This is what I'm talking about right here, guys. Don't pay attention to stocks like, what was that? What was it? I'm trying to find it real quick. LKCO. Now, I'm not dogging you, but this stock has a 10 cent range. Why pay attention to something with a 10 cent range when you could pay attention to stocks that are moving from $14.50 all the way up to $17, $2.50. This just pushed. All within 2 minutes. Buy 1,000 shares. This thing pops up $2 like that. That's 2,000 bucks in your pocket. I'd much rather buy a couple thousand shares than 10,000, 20,000 shares on a penny stock. And isn't that ironic how I just drew that support line right there? It said, hey, when this was at VWAP, I said this could slam down $1 down here to 1450s. And it did. Held as support, popped back up to VWAP, came back down, started making higher lows. Right there. And then just squeezed up over that VWAP. Boop. Volume retraced, volume push. Good play. I'm glad I was there for that one. It may bounce here at 1550. Right here. Back on up. Or it could fail. Right now, the risk versus reward isn't that... It isn't there for me, though. I'm going to risk $1 to make $1? No, thank you. See, AG Capital, you're on top of it, man. You said mid-candle breakout on the 65-minute. I don't see a mid-candle breakout on a 65-minute. All right, now I do. I had it on the 60-minute. I'm sorry. But yeah. Right there. There's our candle. Stock pulled back down to the midpoint of that big green candle here. Right back on up. Bounced right off of it. Well, it bounced up from here to here. But you get the point. It works. It works, guys. I'm telling you. Been using this play for years. I have a video on the mid-candle breakout from probably 2 years ago. Patterns work over and over and over and over again because human nature never changes. You know, you have a lot of people that say algorithms and robots are taking over the markets, but who makes those robots and who programs those algorithms? Humans do. I don't think NLTX will bounce. It's going to slam back down to 15. Just to show you guys, I only took 2 trades today, guys. SIF for $550 and NLTX for $910. Total of $1,450. That's a good day for Christmas Eve. What'd you guys make today? Leave in the comments below. What were you guys able to capitalize on today? Did you guys get in on that GEBO push? Did you trade BLNK? Did you trade SIF? That's what we do here, guys, at Trading Learning 101. We make money every day. Every time I live stream with you guys, we make money. Every time. I'm not trying to brag or flex or anything, but I mean, that's what we do. Ask any member in the Discord. Every day we pull money out. Joe D asks, mid-candle breakout from larger time frames only? I mean, it can happen on any time frame. I prefer it to happen on bigger time frames, though, because you got to think, the bigger the time frame, the bigger the move. Big picture. Always think big picture ideas. STIC, man, this thing just loves pumping up and dumping. Pump up, dump. Pump up, dump. How did CURO do? Back down to 14. I think it is gearing up though for a push up over $15, but it's extremely light volume. Extremely light. I'm not gonna go after this stock. After a stock makes a big move, like this day right here, keep in mind, the longer this thing drags out, the more interest, people interested in the stock lowers. So, big day here, there's going to be a lot of volume. Then the next day, there's still going to be people watching it. But then the third day, less people watch it. The fourth day, less people watch it. The fifth day, less people watch it. And so on, which leads to these very, very light volume plays. So you got to be careful. One big seller could ruin it for everybody. It's like the guy that takes the basketball home because nobody picks him to be on their team. Don't be that guy. But what do you guys got planned for Christmas Eve? You guys going out to see family? You guys staying in and cooking, or just gonna hang out and relax? After today, I gotta drive out an hour to go see the family. I live in Michigan, so I live in the Ann Arbor area, so I gotta drive out to the Jackson area. Wow. Jivo, that's a really good move right here. This is why you guys don't go after high of day breakouts right here. That little push up over 4 is pulled back down to just below 390. And then it geared up and then blast off. That's a good 30-cent push. Yeah, Harvey, risk management is everything as a trader. Everything. You don't have that. That's where a lot of these new traders fail. They have no consideration of risk on their mind. Evan says he's going to play Fortnite all day. Awesome. I've never personally played Fortnite. I'm more of a Call of Duty guy. I've been playing a lot of the Cold War, the new Call of Duty. Not Warzone, just multiplayer. I play hardcore team deathmatch on the Xbox. I appreciate the kind words, Harvey. That's awesome. I used to not be like this. Back in my day, I was working at a dead end chicken joint. No desire to do anything with my life. No desire. And then some friend brought the stock market to my attention, and I never looked back. I ran with it. That's good. Keep it up with the risk. Always considering your risk. How much? Always, 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 always. Every single trade, before every trade, you have to consider how much am I making and how much am I putting up to risk if this doesn't work. Always. You don't want to just blindly jump into a trade. And I can't tell you guys how many people come into the Discord and they look for stock picks. And then when the stock moves up, or if it moves up, I've been sold, couple hours will go by, and there's people still holding on to the stock, and it's up, let's say $3, $4 for an example, and they comment, hey, when do I sell? And I'm like, what? People just throw money into the market. New people do. They just don't care. Stick with it, Harvey. If you got a passion for it and you really love this and you don't have to force yourself to study charts and learn new things and self-development, and you're working on yourself and this isn't work for you, it'll pay off in dividends down the road exponentially. I'm telling you, do not quit. Things may be everywhere and not make sense right now, but I promise you, a year, 2 years from now, a light bulb's gonna go off and you're gonna go, wow, okay, now I get it. Now this makes sense. Evan says, I would love to follow your footsteps. Just start on video 1 on the YouTube channel. I've been posting videos on YouTube for over 2.5 years now. Death candles, death grinds, and flocks of seagulls with the always learning mindset combined with the humbleness can't be beat. I agree, Ratma. Someone wants to know my thoughts on paper trading. That's right, Harvey. Stick with it, man. It'll pay off. One of my favorite sayings is all good things come with time. And then do also what I did showed earlier. Write a note to yourself in the future and post it somewhere where you know you'll see it every single day. Put some time and effort into that note. Write down some of your long-term goals. And let's say you put it in your bathroom, right by the mirror, or right by your bed, so you see it every day before you go to bed, and it's the first thing you see when you wake up. And I have a picture in my bathroom that says, one positive thought in the morning could make your whole day, or could change your whole day. Surround yourself with good people and positive energy, and it will rub off on you. If you hang around people that are, complain all the time, have excuses, always have a bad attitude, that's bad juju. That's going to rub off on you and It's gonna stick to you, and it's energy. Energy. We're surrounded by energy all around us in our everyday life. Energy. All right, so paper trading. Let me I'll give you guys my 2 cents on paper trading. Let me take a drink of my coffee. I think you guys will like what I have to say about paper trading. Yeah, vision board type of note. Yup. And one more thing before I continue on, guys. I want to thank you guys for all the support. All of you OGs who've been with me since day one. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. You know, you guys mean a lot to me, and I greatly appreciate you guys following me on my journey, listening to my rants, watching my videos, supporting the channel. Thank you guys all very much. All right, so paper trading. I personally am not a fan of paper trading because the emotions are not attached to paper trading. You could tell yourself, okay, with this paper trading account, I'm going to make it at $2,000, and I'm going to pretend that this is real money, and I'm going to take this seriously. You could tell yourself that, but in the back of your head, you know it's not real. You know it's not real. So you're going to find yourself playing around, not taking it seriously, taking trades that you wouldn't take with your real money. You know, in today's world, there's no commissions. So the ballpark is in our favor, guys. Even if you buy 1 share or 10 shares of a stock, you're still putting up your real money and not much of it. You could still attach the emotions by just buying 1 share or 10 shares or even 100 shares and starting from there. Start at that, even if it's 100 shares. Play around, get a feel for it. You're attaching the emotions to it. And then once you prove to yourself that you can consistently make money and you feel comfortable trading with that 100 shares for 1 month, then you can level up to 200 shares. You have to take it in levels. There's a lot of people that come into this game, they have a $2,000 account. Every single trade they go all in. They buy as much as they can with that $2,000, and then all it takes is for one bad trade, and they lose 25-30% of that portfolio in one trade, and it just kills the vibe. And then going forward, they're in a slump, and then they slowly drain that account because they don't have that drive and what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, but they lose that force, that positive, like, yeah, I got this. You know, they get discouraged. So paper trading, I'm not a fan of it, never have been. I've always practiced and traded with real money, always. If you're brand new, and if let's say you can afford to have a $30,000 or a $100,000 account, don't do it. Start with just a couple $1,000s. Be under the PDT rule. I know it sucks, but that PDT rule is going to help you from over trading. You've guys seen me today. I took 2 trades. I'm not out here firing my gun at every single stock and setup that I see. I'm patient and I wait for setups to come to me. Just because you're a trader does not mean you have to trade every day and every second. You're only as good as your last trade. Real quickly, going into the new year, guys, if you're interested, again, sign up for the day trading masterclass. I have this thing jam-packed with perks for you guys. Everything that's included with the day trading masterclass, every month, I'm going to do a live stream class, and it's going to be on demand for people that aren't able to make the class. The day trading masterclass, all of 2021, I plan on making videos, and it's a step-by-step process from getting started all the way up through to be a day trader. Followed by, you get full access to the Discord chat room. You're going to get member-only videos on demand. You're also going to get twice a month study group sessions. Every other Friday, twice a month, after we do the live streams on Fridays, us members are going to get together and we're going to live stream, and it's going to be a private study group for members only. We're going to go over the past week, all the trades that we took, answer any questions that you guys have, and just work on topics, whether it be volume, psychology, emotions, trading setups, candlesticks, anything. So I'm real excited about that. And then I've also decided every day going into 2021, before the market opens, we're all going to jump into the voice channel in Discord. Us members are going to jump into the voice channel, and real quickly, I'm going to share my screen, and for 15 minutes every day, I'm going to run through and cover all of the stocks that I'm going to be watching for that day. Develop game plans, what's my game plan, and my thoughts going into the market before it opens. Or if you don't want none of that and you just want to be a part of the chat room, you can sign up for the Discord chat room. It's only $20 a month, guys. I did have it open and for free to the public, but to be honest, there's just too many people that come in here and they just expect hot stock picks and stock alerts, and they just want gimmies, and they want to just blow me up with questions and just spam me all day. And this is a way to separate all of the spammers and the noobs who just don't want to invest in their education, and people who actually want to take this seriously. They sign up for this. They're telling me they want to take this seriously. They want to be a part of a great team and a community. I'll dedicate my time to people that show that they want to take this seriously. And I hate to say that, about some people, but there are people out there who just expect everything handed to them for free. It's like, bruh, you're asking me to give you all of my hard work, everything that I've worked for 5 years, to just give it all to you because you asked. Get out of here. Those types of people won't make it. And you guys, I'm telling you guys be surprised on some of the messages I get from people, and even emails. There are some crazy people out there. Crazy. All right, so what are you guys saying here in chat? NLTX bounced off the 61.8 retracement at 14. When it gets down that low, let's see. You're probably measuring your Fibonacci right here. Yeah, I don't know where you're measuring your Fibonacci from. Maybe on the 10-minute you're measuring it? No? Bounced off the 50% retracement. But with Fibonacci retracements, I always try to measure either from the previous day's close up to the high, or I go to the 10-minute, and I always measure from the most recent low to the high. You can see I measured from this low right here all the way up to this high. From here up to here, and it bounced right at that 50%. Oh, on the 65-minute? Okay. I'm interested to know who else do you guys follow? What other traders do you guys follow on YouTube? I'd be interested to know who you guys follow. Who are some of your favorite traders to follow on YouTube? Man, this AIRT getting halted every other second. Look at the range on this from 2766 to 3225, 2275 to 2690. Give me 1 second, guys. AG Capital says he started off with Sykes and have now transitioned to learn from me. Veronica says Warrior Trading. Evan says Ross Cameron has been super helpful. Warrior Trading is legit. Awesome. Warrior Trading's everywhere. That guy, he's on a hustle for real. I always see him on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. He's always streaming, even on his days off over the weekend when he's working on his Volkswagen van or driving around in his Volkswagen van or just taking a walk. He's always streaming and talking to everybody. He's on that grind and hustle. Gotta respect it. Norman says, thanks for the giving to us on your teachings. No problem. Thanks for supporting and following. I plan on being here for a long, long time. Irish says, don't really follow, but watch Dekmar stuff. Tackle trading once in a while. Rossi recap, investors, and mostly you. All good people. I like Dekmar. I like Investors Underground. And Warrior Trading. I like Sykes too. But Tim Sykes, his older stuff is good. Not his new stuff. His new stuff is more promotional stuff. Like if you guys go back and watch Timothy Sykes' old stuff from 5 or more years ago, that stuff's gold. I'm telling you guys, it's gold. And you even hear him talk about stocks to trade, how he's working on stocks to trade and he's really excited about it. And then now you see how big it is. Now you see how he was so excited. Now he's banking on that stocks to trade platform. Banking. You got to think, guys, that stocks to trade platform, they're charging like $300 a month just for the platform. And then Timothy Sykes also has his penny stock silver, his watch list. That's like $150 a month. So he's making like $500 a month per person just if they were subscribed off of stocks to trade and his penny stocking silver. That's crazy. And then he has all of his students. He gives all of his students stocks to trade and penny stocking silver for free, and then they promote it and they talk about how they love it and everybody should get it, and that's just more revenue coming in and generated. It's all one big business, guys. All right, so Jun Sol says only follow you. You could follow other people. You know, there's other great traders and people out there. Just be careful who you learn from. There are a lot of people out there that they teach bad habits, real bad habits. And we all know habits are easy to form. Evan says, yeah, I figured out the algorithms. Yeah, the promotional algorithms. It's the stock market is all one big business. Everybody's always looking to make a buck everywhere. Evan asks, what books do you recommend? How did you learn, if you don't mind repeating? In every single YouTube video, if you go into the video description, I have a list of all of my favorite books in the video description. And in the Discord, if you go down to book recommendations, I have all kinds of books that I love listed in here, along with the PDF. So it's all absolutely free. Even audiobooks. I have a big list of some of my favorite audiobooks, like Trading for a Living. That's an amazing book right there. Trading in the Zone is another one. The Art of War is a good business book. It's a deep read, but very strategic. Like when you read The Art of War, a lot of businessmen love this book because it teaches you the tactics of the business world and how you should think. You know, before every battle, you should go into every battle with the consideration of it won or something like that. The Art of War is a good read. I gotta reread that book. It's been a while. But I learned from other people as well. I learned from Timothy Sykes. I learned from Warrior Trading. I learned from Investors Underground. What's that one guy's name? I don't want to disrespect him or anything. His last name's like Koo, K-O-O, Adam Koo. This guy right here. I learned from this guy, Adam Koo. I learned from Boiler Trading. This guy's pretty good. He's got a lot of good videos. He posts a lot of good recaps too. He's been around for a while. I remember him being with way back in the day when he was with Ricky from the guy from Boiler Trading was with you know, the Ricky guy, the tall, skinny kid who's a millionaire. What's his name? Ricky. I can't remember his name. There's a lot that I learned from, though. SMB Capital. This guy right here, Ricky Gertez. The guy from Boiler Trading, I remember when he was with Ricky Gertez way back in the day. Financial education, this guy's good. He's more long-term investing, but he's got a lot of fun videos. Brian Shannon, he's good. But then there's My Investing Club is another good one to learn from. But then I personally, I have a couple people that I just check up on. You know, they're not really, I would say, great to learn from. You know, I don't even know if I'd want to give them the promotion, but there's like 3 people that I check up on just to see how they're doing. But I'm not gonna promote them or anything. They're not that great. One thing that baffles me, guys, and it really, I hate to say it. Oh, man. This person blew up so big. Right here. I remember when she just started, like a year ago. and she already hit 500,000 subscribers. I can't believe how much this person blew up. If I could only get a quarter of those subscribers. Yeah, from Arizona. Yup, Ricky Gertez. Or I think I said his name right. I learned from him, or I watched his videos a while ago. He was really into trading DGAS and UGAS, the natural gas ETFs. ENG, right back up to 260s. If you would have accumulated down here at the 240s, good job. I could see ENG pushing up over $3. It's more of a swing trade though, guys. You probably won't be selling ENG till next week. I'm not going to trade it. I'm not a swing trader, but that's the type of trade that is. Junsel88 just became a member. Welcome to the community. Junsol, down in the video description, head into the Discord. Join the Discord, TradingLearning101. And then send me a private message with your YouTube username, and you'll unlock the entire Discord. All right? We'll get you all set up and on your way. Thanks for becoming a member. Oh yeah, no doubt. Just gotta stay on that grind and slowly build it up. Give me 1 second, guys. Gotta do something really quickly. It's like what Tim Sykes said. You really, like, Tim Sykes always be flashing Lamborghinis and money and all that stuff. And it's true because it sells. It's what attracts people. I just went the old-fashioned way, and I just promoted education, and just I would not grow for nothing. It took me 2.5 years to get over 3,000 subscribers. And then when I started flexing and posting my P&L and flashing money, how much I've made, then people start coming around. It's kind of like the saying, and I'm not sexist or anything, but it's the honest truth. Sex sells. All right, is there anything you guys are watching or checking out this AIRT keeps pushing up and halting, this thing may go supernova parabolic. T. Gao said you need to promote in other social media platforms. Come online for 2 to 3 times in a week. This will help you get more subscribers. Yeah, that's why I try to live stream trade live every Friday. And then Instagram, Twitter, Facebook's like impossible to grow on. I gave up on Facebook. Like because Facebook and Google are 2 different companies and they're competitors. So Facebook doesn't like it when you post YouTube links on Facebook. So it makes sense. And I've tried live streaming on Facebook, but it's hard. NLTX, it's trying. It's trying to hang around. You could slap a trend line on this 3-minute. Right there. It'll probably pop up right here to 1550. But keep in mind, guys, this stock is making lower lows. Remember, it's Friday. What do we got? What time's the market close? 1:30 or 1? I think it closes at 1:30. You know what we all forgot about? MVIS. This bottomed out at $6. Popped back up to 650s. 650s is going to be a tough resistance for it. I don't think it'll get past it. Yep, the entire market is taking profit. We're at the end of the year. All these hedge funds, portfolio managers, think bigger picture, guys. They're all closing out their positions because it's the end of the year. And they're all preparing for the upcoming new year. So they're going to close out all of their positions, and then we go into the January effect. That's when you see a lot of stocks explode in January because all of these portfolios portfolio managers, hedge funds, mutual funds, big banks, they're all opening up new positions for the new year. Yeah, I keep tabs on past recent runners. Like CURO, I keep tabs on. YGMZ. What was that other one? WNW? Keep tabs on all of these. See, WNW had a good pop here yesterday from 34 up to 60 bucks. That's a $30 run. That's insane. That's opportunity right there. Look at that. So this is why I'd much rather pay attention to these stocks that move dollars at a time, because there's just greater reward there than penny stocks that move pennies at a time. See, this is why I watch other traders. Nathan from Investors Underground just tweeted, if AIRT does a 50, 60, 70 type circuit halt, then ASLE has to be watched. Don't care about it yet since no volume, but if AIRT gets out of hand, I'm interested. He's talking about this stock. If this stock keeps running and going and gets out of hand, then he said keep this on watch. ASLE. This stock. Now that doesn't mean go off and buy. Just keep an eye on it. Let me pull back up AIRT. Just opened back up. Man. That's crazy. Wow. Look at this ASLE. What time's the market close? 1 or 1:30? I gotta see. There is a little bit of activity coming in on ASLE. Not that I'm saying go off and buy that stock. Okay, the stock market closes at 1 p.m. So in one more hour, all right? ACY even starting to pick up. How high do you guys think AIRT is going to go? Ugh. ENG, good job, guys. If you picked up on this thing at 240s. Still pushing up. This would be a payday right here on this AIRT. Imagine if you bought in on that at like 28 bucks. Now it's up over $12. That's crazy. Yesterday when I traded what was that one? SCPS. It got halted in the morning. Right here at 18. And when this thing opened back up at 19, it shot all the way up to 21 and got halted again. It surprised me when this thing opened back up at $23.50 from $21 and just slammed down to 22 and then ripped up to 26. That was just insane. No, ASLE isn't halted. It's just sitting there. It's only got 152,000 in volume on the day. It's just sitting there. It's going to have a very wide spread. I mean, look at the wicks on that thing. On the daily, all the way up to 14. If AIRT pushes up over 50, this thing's gonna explode probably up to $75, $100. Like, just go insane. Should open up here in about a minute. AIRT opens back up, slams down to 38, and gets halted. It'll probably bounce right here. I'm not trading AIRT, but that's probably where it'll bounce. YGMZ looking like it's wanting to pop up. It's at like that breaking point. Like it's trying to push up and pop up. I'll keep an eye on NLTX. Maybe it pushes up through 15. 1550. We'll see. What do you guys think? Do you guys think NLTX will push up through that VWAP? Evan's asking, is there a watch list that cycles the stocks from the list to a page with charts for all stocks on the list? Not that I know of. The only thing that's like that is like trade ideas. It cycles through stocks and pops it up on the chart, but that's on a scanner. I don't know if NLTX will get a good push here. It could slam back down to $14. That's a 70-cent risk. Do I want to risk my profit on the day of $1,400? It'll pop up to 15 from here, from 1470s. It'll test that VWAP at 1534. It could slam back down to 1420s. I'm not in on it. I'm just watching. Wow, I forgot about ADXN also. NVIS got above that VWAP, guys. Pushes up over 650. This could push up to 670s. 665. AG Capital says, I'd say no. Take your profit and enjoy the holidays. I like that thinking. Thanks for subscribing, class. Amen. I hope I said your name right. And if you guys are watching and you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. You already know I'm legit and the real OG dog up in here. We make profit every single time we live stream. Join the party. Learn to be your own boss. Pull profit out of the market every day, consistently. NLTX, I think it will have a good push, at least back up to the VWAP. I'm not in on it. But if it falls down below 1420s, it's over with. AIRT just opened back up. Gap down. Gap. See, it's bouncing right at that line I drew out. See that push right up off of it? Wow, ENG. Good push. Look at that, guys. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Over that VWAP right here. Pulls back down. Holds VWAP. Wedges out. Pushes up. Pulls back. Holds area it broke from right there. Pushes up higher. Pulls back. Holds area it broke from. Pushes up. Now I'd be looking for that to hold. 275 for that push up to 3. Volume keeps increasing on every push. That's what you want. Take a picture of that chart and save it, guys. That's textbook all day. That's clean. ADX cents just too risky if you're thinking about trading that. BLNK talk about a crap out. Big ol' head and shoulders on it. There's your shoulder, there's your head, there's your other shoulder, there's your neckline. Game over. AIRT. See where I put that line for support? Bounced right off of it, right on up. You gotta trust in your technical analysis. And you see, technical analysis is easy. It's the psychological stuff that you gotta grasp. And like I said, trusting in what you know. Same thing with ADXN. But if you guys are just tuning in, we only took 2 trades today. We traded SIF for $550 and NLTX for $910, bringing our total to $1,486 on the day. Total for the week, I think I'm up well over 20,000 on the week, guys. This big trade here the other day on SCPS for just over $18,000. That was an amazing trade right there. ID good push up off of 8. You guys think ID will push up through $10? Float says it was 2.5 million on ID, 3.6 million on trade ideas. I'd look for that 9 to hold and for it to push up through that 10. $1.5 million in volume. Slams down to 850. Wow, that's crazy. Stay away from that. What are you guys looking at going into the close? Looks like STIC's trying to get that push up over VWAP. It could push up to 1850. What a fade on SIF. See if ID can get this push up over $10. I don't see volume pumping into it. Last time I checked, volume was at 1.5. Now it's at 1.7. NLTX still hanging around, guys. Move's about to happen here. VVPR also came back as well. Looking to break over VWAP. I'm not in on ID, just watching it. NLTX pushing up. I don't know. This ID is getting really, really tight, guys. Right at that $9. There's the push on ID. Nice. Good push on ID. I quickly jumped in on that break, guys. Got in at 9.59. Sold just over at 10 at 10.25. 3,000 shares. Made an extra $1,800 on the day. That's how we do it. I'm up $3,367 now on the day. Merry Christmas, everybody. Ho, ho, ho! That's how we do it here. Keeping an eye on volume and watching it. That's what we do. We make money. That's what we do. ENG, probably going to pull back down to 250s. It's a swing trade. Or actually, it'll pull back down to like 260. I'll give it that. It'll pull back down to like right here. Right where the VWAP is. 30 minutes before the close, it's power hour. So all this volume's gonna, everybody's looking for something to trade the last 30 minutes of the day. So whatever pops up and keeps producing, more volume's gonna flock to that. ID pops up to almost 10. Pulls back, gears up, gets really tight. Pushes up over 950. And then just shoots up to 10 and explodes up over 10. Look at all that volume come in on this now. ADXN right off that VWAP at 26, shooting up to 30. ASLE probably won't do anything till the next week. I'd keep it on watch though for a supernova parabolic candidate though. STIC working its way up to that 1850. NLTX, I think it's fading out, guys. Woo! What a day. Where can you guys go and make over $3,000 in one day? The stock market gives you so many possibilities. Why wouldn't you want to study your butt off to learn this game? We went 3 for 3 today. From 9:30 to 12:30. 3 hours, guys. I was able to make $3,367. That's $1,000 an hour I just made. You can't go nowhere and make that kind of money. Most people have to work a whole month to make what I just made right there. And I'm not saying that to rub it in and make people feel bad that work the 9 to 5. Be on that grind. But get that studying in and, you know, look at this as motivation. Be like, wow, I want to do that. I want to make that one day. I'm going to do whatever I can. Stay up late, study, stay in over the weekends, study, break down these charts. What a way to end the week. Let's see. '21st was Monday. Okay. The 21st, real quickly. The 21st was Monday. I made $5,000 Monday. Then the 22nd, I traded all of these. I made $6,500 here on that stock, $2,700 here on that stock, $1,300 on that, lost $1,300 on that. Wow. Made $10,000 on Tuesday. And then yesterday, 18,000. Made over $30,000 this week. And then last week I made $31,000. That's $60,000 in 2 weeks, guys. That's a whole year's salary for some people. That's insane. That's crazy. A whole year's salary in 2 weeks. I don't use physical stop losses. I use mental stop losses. Because market makers see those stop losses and they take everybody out and then they rip it right back up. You got to have that discipline to cut it yourself if a trade don't work out. See, and this is why you get those huge death candles like that. Because of right here at the VWAP, everybody's in right there. And everybody puts their stop losses all down here. Everybody and their mother and their grandmother, their grandfather, their kids. Everybody puts their stop losses down there. Market maker sees that. Market makers get paid per transaction. So they get paid a commission. Every trade, they get paid, let's say, a penny. So if they see there's 5,000 orders, for an example, down of stop losses, hard stops, just below that VWAP, market maker is going to slam that stock down, take everybody out, and then he's going to rip it back up. And half the people that got stopped out, they're going to get emotional, rebuy back in. So now the market maker's getting paid twice. You have to think in terms like that. Thoughts on scalping AIRT? I wouldn't touch it. It's not worth scalping. Especially when a stock's getting halted like this. It's been halted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 times today the stock's been halted. It's up on no news. And then look at this stock got halted at 950 right here. This didn't open up till an hour later. So this was halted for 1 hour right there. That could have killed the momentum on this. Imagine buying in on that for a scalp at $28 for an example. It got halted for an hour. They open it up and they gap it down to $10. You know, they could do a T12 halt on it. They could halt it for the rest of the day. Then you're holding it over the weekend and it's going to ruin your whole weekend because you're thinking about it. You can't get it off your mind. It ruins your weekend. It's just not worth it. We got 15 minutes till the close. I wouldn't mess with it, guys. It's just too risky. What's everybody aspiring to do? They're aspiring to be streamers, play video games. I know that was a random thought, but I was just thinking about that. It's crazy. It's crazy when you look back on your career. I'm gonna write this out. Back when I first started, I got excited when I made 50 bucks a day or per trade. Then I got excited when I'd make $100 per trade. And I told myself, I said, I'd be content and happy as long as I made at least $100 a day, or even if I made $500 a week. I told myself this. I'd be happy. That's all I need and that's all I want. Fast forward a couple of years, you get comfortable making that $500, that $100. You start wanting more. It's called greed. You also push yourself to do better. You get content and bored of making $500. Then you start pushing yourself to make $1,000. And then once you start making $1,000 and consistently you're pulling in $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, then you start pushing yourself to make $2,000. It's all levels. It's all it is. I went through all of this as a trader. Now making $1,000, honestly, and I know it's arrogant to say that, but $1,000 ain't worth my time in the stock market day trade. If I make $1,000, to me, I want more. I want more worth my time. It's crazy the way you think about it and you evolve as a trader. Even though $1,000 is good, that's good money. For a lot of people, that's a whole week's worth of work. For some, it's 2 weeks worth of work. You could do a lot with $1,000. Now, when you start making $5,000 a day, or even $5,000 a week, you get content, you get comfortable. And then when you have those red days, controlling the bleeding. I can lose $2,500 and it wouldn't even affect me because on average, I'm pulling in $3,000, $5,000 on average a day. So a $2,500 loss isn't going to affect me like it would somebody else. And when you have people that like to follow trades, you know, my risk tolerance may be a lot more than somebody else. You know, somebody may freak out if a stock moves 25 cents. You know, my risk tolerance, if a stock moves 50 cents, I'm okay with that. For somebody else, they'd freak out. You know, that's why following trades is never a good idea. And over time, you start leveling up as a trader. You just get more content and happy, and you push yourself for more. We got 10 minutes until the market closes. Just going back to what I was just saying and thinking, you know, sometimes you can get carried away and not realize how much you're making because it's all digital. It's not physical money. You know, if you're up $3,500 on the day, but let's say you're up $5,500 or $5,000 on the day, let's say you're up. You know, it's digital currency. You don't have physical form of that $5,000. So you keep trading, wanting more, not realizing, hey, I just made $5,000. That's a lot of money. That's good money. And then you keep trading, wanting more, and then you end up walking away up on the day $1,000. And then you're upset with yourself because you made $5,000, but you got greedy, kept trading. Now you're walking away with the $1,000. It's all a big psychological game. How much do I pay in taxes? I pay a lot in taxes. You pay more as a day trader in taxes. So whatever you make on the year, pretty much give 28% of that to Uncle Sam. 28% at least. The more you make, the more Uncle Sam takes. That's why you gotta educate yourself. You gotta know the tax brackets. So you gotta get your LLC. You get tax benefits from that, having your own LLC. So Trading Learning 101, I make that into an LLC. It's a business. It's an official business. I get tax breaks because of that. And I pay myself on salary. And anything that I buy, like trade ideas, news feed, SEC, Flash SEC, all of that is business expenses. So I can write that off at the end of the year. You know, be strategic about your trading account and think of it as a business. That's why at the beginning of the masterclass, I said the first thing you should do is give your business and your trading account a name. That is your business. Treat it like one. And then you also apply for trader tax, trader act tax or something. And you get tax breaks for that also. Hire a money manager and a tax professional that deals with day trading taxes. It's a lot that goes into it. I wouldn't recommend doing it by yourself. I would recommend doing it once you start pulling in money. If you're losing money, you ain't got nothing really to worry about because Uncle Sam, he ain't going to take anything. You get like I think it's like 2,000 max you get to claim from your losses, if I believe. An S corp. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube. Just YouTube day trading tax season, day trading tax tips, and it's a rabbit hole. You'll just dig down into it and just learn about it all. And be picky about who you let do your taxes. You know, don't go to like H&R Block. You know, H&R Block don't care. All of those people I think are volunteers. That NLTX is still hanging around. I'm not about to swing this into the weekend or anything. I always like to try to be cash at the end of the day and into the weekend. I have my LLC because Trading Learning 101, it's a business. I have a YouTube channel, I sell merch, I tutor people, I sell membership. I have all of that stuff. I pay for trade ideas, Flash SEC. I have all kinds of write-offs at the end of the year. You got to call up your Secretary of State in your state and you got to apply to make sure that your business name isn't taken or is available. I will say though, have an LLC if you plan on having multiple streams of income. Like you have multiple things for you work in. Like I also have a merch store. I have 2 merch stores from Streamlabs and Shopcart. AIRT. They they are probably not going to reopen. Did it get? No, it didn't get. Yeah, it did get halted. Yep. This isn't going to open again. Market's going to close here in 3 minutes. Unless they open it up right like seconds before the market closes, I think it's done for the rest of the day. Be interesting to see what happens with that. What? Hey, how about trade in a country tax-free move for Airbnb? I don't even know about that. Couldn't tell you. I forget, a lot of you guys ain't even in the United States. I got people in here from Australia, Asia, what was another one? Canada. Like, you guys are all over in the world. I have people in here from Iceland, I think. Wow, ENG all the way up to $3. If you were to ask me this morning if this run up to $3, I'd say never. Not today. See, Beth, great call out in chat. She called, or he called, I keep saying it's a she. I don't know why I keep doing that. But see, Beth called it out pre-market. ENG high watch for today. Pre-market. Good call out and good move all the way up to $3. Market's about to close here in 5 seconds. Ding, ding, ding. Market's closed. Hopefully I'm all out of positions too. Yeah, I don't have any open positions. But awesome day today, guys. I didn't think we'd go all day from market open to market close. But a total of 3 trades. We were 3 for 3. We made $543 on SIF this morning. Or no, we went 4 for 4. $543 on SIF. NLTX made $910. ID $1,880. And ASLE $32.70. That was 60 shares of ASLE. No open positions, going cash into the weekend. There's my trade here on ID. What a sick fade from 1082 all the way down to 8. Nasty. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holidays with the family. Relax. Reset that brain. Looks like they reopened back up AIRT after hours. Market opens up on Monday. This is the next time the market will be open. Yep, on the 28th. And then the market will be closed on Friday, the 1st, for New Year's. Next week, I'm not going to be around as much. I know I say it all the time, but I cannot keep away from the market for the life of me. I'm going to try to take a couple days off next week. You guys may see me in the Discord chat. But if I don't see you guys, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's get out of this crazy 2020 and go into 2021. Fresh mind, new set of goals, and let's get it, guys. There should be after hours trading on a half day. Yep. But all right, guys, thanks for tuning in with me. It was a pleasure trading with you all today. And just to say it for all the haters out there, we make money. That's what we do here. I've noticed I've been pulling in more money lately than Dekmar. I don't trade Forex, I just trade the equities market. I don't trade futures, I don't trade Bitcoin, I don't trade options. I just trade stocks. Straight up. I'm about to log out of everything and close everything up and then enjoy time with the family. Good way to end the week. Made just over $3,000 today. 3,300. I know I keep repeating it. Joe D says, very inspiring for a day like today, going into the new year. It's time to dig deep, take inventory, and get ready for a better future. I agree 100%. Prepare, get ready. Take next week off. I'm telling you guys, next week will probably be light in volume. So take it easy, reset, get that rest in, and then going into the new year, 2021, let's all get to work and get on that.